What's going on, you guys? What's up? My name's Barbarian, and welcome to the Season 8 premiere of Talking Crafting Dead. Guys, we've got 4 episodes to go over today, and there's a lot to talk about. But first, I want to give you guys the spoiler warning. If you guys haven't caught up and you're not up to date on Crafting Dead, you haven't watched Season 8, Episode 4, make sure you go and watch those before this video. There are going to be spoilers that will ruin the plot for you, so you don't want to get those spoiled. I'm going to give you guys 3 seconds to get off this video, and then we're going to start talking. Alright guys, if you're still here, that means you're all caught up on the Crafting Dead. Let's get right into this week's summary. Episode 1 had a lot of action, with Husky Mudkips taking Nick and Shark back into the prison to rescue his friend Kyle. On the way out, Husky broke his leg, forcing Shark and AK to stay back and help him get prepared for the winter. In episode 2, Corey, Uni, and Nick head off to scout ahead and get a camp ready for the others, but before they can do it, they're cut off by a horde of walkers as they try to cross a bridge. They end up making it across safely, and in episode 3, find their way towards a campsite, which they start to raid, only to discover it's being occupied by a man named Bobby. Bobby decides to help the group and gets them to where they need to go, which is the highway leading to Atlanta. Once they're at the highway, they're kidnapped by Rye Guy and his gang, but Shark snipes 2 of the bandits, leaving Rye Guy all alone. He runs off when AK shows up, and the boys head into the city. When they get to Atlanta, they find a hardware store to loot, but realize quickly that there are a lot more walkers in the city than there are in the countryside, getting overrun by a horde when Uni sets off the car alarm. This forces everybody up to the roof, where Uni hears a helicopter, leaving us on a cliffhanger for episode 5. Now, at the end of episode 4, I asked you guys to leave your suggestions for who could be flying the helicopter in the comments below. We got a lot of great suggestions, but the overall theme was that everybody is pretty sure this is a character that we've seen before. Some suggestions that you guys had were Jinbop, Aphmau, ARG, the guy from the hospital, and even Major Gray from all the way back in Season 3. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything and tell you who is flying, but I will say that you guys have some great suggestions. Even if I hadn't already written the season, I probably would have picked something from the comments section down there. So, if you guys want to help me out writing the next episode, make sure you leave your comments for what you think might happen in the episode on Sunday. As far as predictions go, I think we're gonna have some sort of major development. Obviously, the group is not prepared for being in such a very densely populated city. You saw that Uni actually set off the car alarm, which triggered, I think, the biggest horde that we've seen to date on the show. So, the Atlanta is very much a new environment. The group really needs to learn how to survive, and I think whoever's flying this helicopter will probably play a very big role in that. So, if you guys are excited about this episode, and I know I am, so I hope you are too, then make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe so you don't miss the episode this Sunday. It's going to be uploaded regular time, 9 a.m. Pacific. Hopefully, you guys are excited like I am. Now, we didn't get many questions on Twitter this week, so I'm going to ask you guys to send me some questions using the hashtag #TalkingCD. Now, the question I want you guys to answer this week is if you could pick one character, just one, who has already died to bring back. It doesn't matter if it's possible, it doesn't matter if it's going to happen, this is just for fun, but who would you bring back into the Crafting Dead? It can be any character you like, it could even be a character that has already left the series. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say on Twitter for that. And until next time, guys, my name's Barbarian. Peace out.